Hey guys, welcome back. It is FAQ number 18, and we're going to jump right into our questions with the first question being, can I learn Japanese arts? And by that I mean calligraphy. Can I learn to write the kanji calligraphy? Can I do flower arrangements, classes like that? And I'm going to say 100% yes you can. Okay, you can definitely get into any of those classes. And actually, Japanese people are very happy to see other cultures partaking in what is native to their country and the many arts that they have to offer. Because many of them have a very, very deep history that go, all the way back to Edo, Meiji, Kafun, and Nara eras. So they love it when you partake in these and learn about their history. The only thing, just a little bit of a warning, most of these classes are going to be entirely in Japanese, okay? They're not going to try and teach a lot of them in English or any other language for that matter. It would make sense that they would teach their own cultural arts in their own language, because a lot of the words involved are very esoteric to whatever they are teaching. But do realize they will be very helpful when you come to these classes. They will try their best, if not to be able to communicate through language, but through body language or signaling or hand movements that'll show you what to do. They will be very inviting to you, they will be very helpful, and they, like I said, they love for you to partake in what is a native art to their country. So please get involved with one of those. I'm sure you'll have a great time. My next question is about getting a driver's license in Japan. I recently had a viewer ask about that, and that's actually a really good question. If you already have a license in your country, when you come to Japan, you can actually trade it in to get what's called an international license. Now, this license will allow you to drive for 1 year. You can drive, any vehicle that is, street legal. And after 1 year, you have to give up that license and then get a Japanese license. This can be very costly. The Japanese expect you to go to driving classes to learn about their road rules, which will be different. If you're from America, you'll realize they drive on the opposite side of the car and the opposite side of the street, so that might be a little bit of a challenge for you. The more urban of an area you live in, the stricter they're going to be on their guidelines for getting a license. When you get into rural areas, they're a little less strict and might not even require you to go to the classes. But classes, then a test, and then the license, your total is going to come to about 3,000 American dollars from what I've heard from Japanese people. So it can be very expensive. Even many of my Japanese friends complain about how expensive getting a license here is. So be ready for that if you want to drive here. Okay, our next question, a really good one. Tell me some things that are bad manners in Japan so I don't embarrass myself. Good question. Okay, and it's going to start with these chopsticks, or ohashi as they're called in Japanese. You can actually be really rude with these. My first example, when you go to some restaurants, the chopsticks come like this. They're actually almost like welded together, and you break them apart and then you begin to eat with them. Some people I see go like this to try and get rid of the little extra wood right here. Guess what? That's rude. It makes it seem like everything is poor quality. Okay, if you go like this, it says, hey, your chopsticks are poor quality, I'm trying to file them down to fix them. Don't do that. Okay, I see a lot of gaijin do that. That's really rude. Okay, the next one is tsukibashi. Tsukibashi. What is tsukibashi? It means you stab your food with your chopsticks because you're not good enough to just grab the stuff and put it in your mouth. Okay? That's childlike. Please do not do that with your chopsticks. Our next one is mayoibashi, and that is looking at the table of food and saying, what do I want to eat? Twirling your chopsticks around, trying to decide what to eat. Bad manners. Don't do it. Okay? Our next one is madoibashi. Going from dish to dish, kind of dipping your chopsticks in. It's like touching all the food, but not actually eating anything. It's just as rude to do it with chopsticks, because guess what? They go inside your mouth. Okay. Our next one is komibashi, and that is grabbing too much food and shoving it in your mouth and putting a huge amount of food inside your mouth with the chopsticks. Take small bites. They're only made to grab small amounts of food. Use it that way. Okay, our next one is saguribashi. Saguribashi means you pick the food up and you say, "Ooh, what's this? And then you put it back down. Examining the food and then putting it back with your chopsticks. That's like picking something out of a dish, looking at it, touching it, putting it back. Again, disgusting and rude. Don't do it, please. Okay. Naburibashi. Picking the food up, touching it a little bit with your tongue, and then putting it back. I don't think I need to explain why that's rude. Okay. Namidabashi. Namidabashi. And that means you pick something up and it drips, 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 and you put it in your mouth. Kind of gross, okay? Just pick up stuff, make sure it's not going to drip, wipe it a bit on the edge of the bowl, put it in your mouth. Very nice. And let's see, our last one, yosebashi. That means you have a bowl, and instead of grabbing it and bringing it forward with your hands, you use your chopsticks to move the bowl closer to you. Rude, don't do it, okay? Hope that helps you be polite in Japan.